And they never show up. It's like they never show up. I'm surprised if they actually show up.
Hey, I'm Jackie from Social Coach, and this is James, and today we're going to be talking about why hot women flake on you, even sometimes if they really like you.
Fantastic. This is a big one that gets requested a lot. I was coaching a guy on the phone, and he's very successful in business. He's got something of a public profile, and by all reports he's a very, very good public speaker. He's now worth into the hundreds of millions of dollars, and he was getting quite a number of dates with what sounded to be really attractive girls. And he just hopped onto this rant on the phone. It's like, what is it with these women that they agree to go out with me, that they're looking forward to it? Some of them approach me, some of them hit on me, and then the day comes and I carve time out of my busy schedule, and they never show up. It's like they never show up. I'm surprised if they actually show up. He's like, don't they know I've got hundreds of staff and responsibilities, and I'm giving money to charity and all this stuff. And he was really upset about it. So whilst this guy understands a lot about business and a whole bunch of other stuff, he doesn't understand that much about female psychology like a lot of successful guys. I explained to him that if I managed to get a date with a really hot girl who's whatever, educated, got a decent job, I assume there's like a 50% chance, maybe 60, that she probably won't show up on the first date after agreeing to it. If the girl happens to be a model, particularly with a proper agency, there's probably like an 80% chance the girl's not going to show up. And I explained this to him. He's like, why? Why would they do that? That's crazy. I said, okay, well, I don't know every situation, but generally it's usually, particularly for you, where you've met the girl where you've got quite a lot of high status and she probably really likes you, she's very likely to flake on the first date simply to see if you want her for her, the person, or her for just being an attractive object. And the way this strategy works for women, which is quite brilliant, they think if a busy, successful guy, or even a guy they really like, if they flake on him, and then he goes, oh, okay, no worries, and then he, whatever, texts them back the next week, oh, just, I'm going off to blah, blah, blah on Friday, just wondering if you'd like to join me. If he takes the flake in his stride and then just re-engages a week later, she thinks, oh, okay, he actually likes me. He doesn't just want a night with me. I'm the fifth girl he slept with this month. The other reason the girl might flake on you is because it's a test. A really attractive girl, she might go, oh, I like him, I'm just going to test him a few times, screw him around a bit at the start just to see how he handles it. And it's quite a brilliant test, because hot women like this know that half the guys are going to get all uppity about it, and they know immediately they're the guys they don't want to date. Whereas the guys are like, okay, no worries, we'll catch up some other time. They've already got rid of the half the population they don't want to date. So yeah, and that really turned this guy's life around. So now I'm going to get Jackie's perspective on flaking, and she's got 3 other really good points to share with you.
Yeah, so on that, I would say if a guy who was very successful, had high status, even where he had a lot of access to women, that would probably be, to me and maybe some other girls, slightly intimidating. And I would kind of feel like I don't want to be one of many. I want to feel important. And also, I'd want to understand his intention and what he's looking for. So I can understand why some women would flake in that situation, because it makes it very clear to whether he just wants numbers or if he's actually looking for something more. So in the scenario where a girl really likes the guy, one of the things that could be going on is that she may just be having a really bad day, guys. We are women, we are emotional, we are hormonal. Sometimes we have PMS and we feel like shit. Sometimes we feel bloated. Sometimes we're just lethargic and over it. Sometimes we are really antisocial. And if we really like you, we want to be on our best game. Like, we want to have a great night. So, I have a girlfriend who really likes a guy at the moment, and she told me that she flaked on this date that they were meant to have on Saturday, which really surprised me because I know that she likes him. And she said, oh, I have PMS and my back hurts. So it literally could be something as simple as that. In some situations, I would even say it's a positive, like take it as a compliment. She wants to be feeling great when she's hanging out with you. If she's thinking about having sex with you, if she feels a little bit gross in her body and undesirable, then the last thing she wants to be doing is being in a situation with a man who wants to be with her in that way, because it makes us just feel really vulnerable. So they literally could be as simple as, she has PMS. She's feeling a little bit bloated and uncomfortable in her body that day. She might have a sore back or a sore neck. She might have had a shitty day at work and is tired. She might have bad skin. That's something that we get really insecure about. And then the last one is just, we're moody, guys. Like, we are moody, emotional people. We could send you a message in the morning being like, I'm really excited about tonight. And then by the end of the day, we're just like, oh, I'm over it. I feel like shit. Like, that is how up and down we are. So I think that the faster you can just learn to accept that women are kind of, we're like waves, And don't take it personally if you happen to catch us in the bottom of it when we're meant to be going out on a date with you. Because most of the time, it isn't about you. PMS, that was one of my main ones. So just having a bad day. That's huge. I have flaked so many times on guys who I like just because, for whatever reason, in that moment, a few hours before or whatever, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just feeling a bit bad about myself, or it could be anything. Another one is that women are just flaky in general. I know that even with my girlfriends who I love spending time with, often if I set a date, I know that there's a chance that we're gonna have to reschedule. But I'm okay with that because I know what we're like. So if you can understand even that point, it'll be easier for you to take it less personally and respond in a way that still keeps your chances really high of rescheduling or getting another date. And then my last one is, sometimes she might just not be that into you. We all have days where maybe we just feel like we're looking for a bit of attention or validation, or we want to feel wanted. And so we agree to a date, but then maybe the next day we're out of that mood and we're like, oh, actually, I'm just not really that interested. But also, often when a guy asks us out, there's like that little people pleaser inside of us that feels like we don't want to upset him, we don't want to let him down. So often it's kind of just the path of least resistance to just say yes in that moment. Because we don't like it when guys think we're like bitches or, whatever it is. Sometimes it's just easiest to say yes, even if we're not really that into you.
Yeah, so she'd rather reject you by text message than face to face. And given men are bigger and stronger and everything than women, obviously that makes total sense. There you go. That's given you a bunch of reasons why women flake. Some strategic, some to do with women's tests. Others just because they're women and they're very, very different from men. Read the book, The Female Brain by Louise, someone whose name I can't pronounce, to find out more about how they've got all these wild hormones racing through their bodies their whole time. They're very, very different to men, even though you can't say that today. I hope you like this form of video. This is the first one we've done. We're really looking for questions from you guys about what are your issues with women and dating, relationships and social skills that would like to answer for you in the future.
So if you got something out of this video and you'd like us to make more, please hit like, subscribe and ring the bell, and we'll see you in the next video.
See ya. Hey, so if you got something out of that video and you want to find out more on similar topics, click over to the left here. And if you want a fantastic free gift from us, something over and above what we give you on YouTube, click over to the right there.